Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Parker, and I'm gaming over 40. And today I drop everything to start my own tiny bookshop. I'm playing the demo for Tiny Bookshop, available on Steam. And I haven't played this yet. I've only gone into the game long enough to know how the sounds are and how loud they'll be. So let's go ahead and give it a start. Yeah, I already like this. Today is the day. I've packed up my things, leaving everything else behind for a quiet life by the sea. And secretly, not secretly, but this honestly is one of the things I've wanted to do, is open up a bookshop. I love this intro, this scene. Waterfront Square, Monday, summer 1st. Awesome. Oh, okay. So they make a virtual mouse. That's very cool. Okay. So in the shop I have 3 crime, 3 drama, 10 fact, 4 fantasy, 3 classic, 7 kids, and 10 travel. Very good. My, what a sight. You must be the new bookseller. I've heard so much about you. Like what? Oh, I know you're planning to sell used books for a good price and that you're not from the area. And I certainly think that you could use someone to show you the ropes around here. Welcome to our quaint little town. I'm Tilda. Nice to meet you. I used to run the local bookstore here before my retirement, so you can trust my advice. Let's see. You should know that us Bookstonians. Oh, I love the name of that. Bookstonians have very particular tastes in books. I, for example, prefer to read classic and crime novels and not much else. So why don't I have a look at your selection and see if I can find something worthwhile? Bravo, you had the right book on hand. When a customer finds a book, they will keep looking for more. Sadly, you didn't have the right book on offer. I didn't? Even though you may have great books of the right genre, whether people will actually take one home depends on your sale chance. Oh, okay. You can check your sale chance anytime by pressing the menu button and hovering over the genres on the right. Okay. So... Oh, that's neat. I like that. Sale chance 22, scales with number of stocked books plus 3% from Tilda. Neat. Okay. Simply L or D-pad move the magnifying glass over a question mark clue to inspect it. Classic. Travel. Neat. I do like this. Okay. Because the chance is based on how many books you have in your shop, it will decrease when you run out of books throughout the day. Managing to sell the last book of a genre is the mark of a great bookseller. Close the tooltip mode, simply press B or... Okay. Fair enough. The sound design, I like it. I really do. I also like the quaintness of the idea of a bookseller like this. No? Couldn't find what you were looking for, even though I have 10? Okay. I'll let that go for a bit. Let's see what else is around town, if anything. What's this? Telescope is out of order right now. Best check back later. Coastal wildlife of Bookstonbury. Most of the board is taken up with illustrations of the marine animals native to the local bay. You recognize a moon jellyfish with 4 purple circles. You remember seeing a stranded one at Far Beach before. Their delicate tentacles are used to catch prey such as plankton but are harmless to humans. You also see an image of a herring gull in flight. It has characteristically brown-orange spots on its otherwise yellow bill. These scavengers can seem menacing to humans, but they are trying to adjust to the increasing urbanization of their habitats. They are incredibly intelligent. For example, researchers have observed them shoplifting books, presumably using them to nest in. Lastly, there is a small group of gray acorn barnacles pictured, shown to look different above and below the water surface. Were you aware that the hard bumps often found on rocks and boats are actually shells of small arthropods? And our acorn's barnacles' legs poke out from the top once the tide comes in to catch plankton out of the water. That's cool. Fascinating creatures. It feels like you have gained a whole new appreciation for coastal critters today. Huh. Hi there. You're the bookseller, right? I see you already talked to Tilda. Did she know everything about you already? Huh, yeah, she does that. Told me all about the review before I'd even started my job there. Oh, I'm talking about the Bookstonbury review. It's the local paper. Yeah, I sort of write for them. My name's Fern Estrada. Glad to meet you. Your arrival is kind of the only interesting thing that's happened around here in a while. So you'll have to excuse my nosiness, but it's sort of my job to write about you now. How about you help me out by answering a few of my questions, and I'll give you a free subscription in return. You might appreciate the events calendar, and people often sell used books in the classifieds. Right. So, for the record, what made you come to Bookstoneberry? It's going to take me a while to say that. You know, like most of us, I'm searching for where I belong. Oh, wow, I kind of feel the same way. I hope it works out for you. Okay, what's your first impression of this town so far? Friendly, I think. Don't worry, it is. It really is. People might be meddlesome, but they only have the best intentions. Thank you so much for the little interview. I really appreciate it. And I promise you'll have your first copy of the review by tomorrow morning. I'll have a look at your selection now if you don't mind. See you around? Okay. So there are dialogue choices that I didn't think happened in this game. That's really neat. Oh, I don't know if I'm petting it or hitting it. I don't know if that's good or bad. Huh. There seems to be a few interactables here, scattered here and there. I do like that. Yeah. Alright. Doesn't seem to be much going on, though. I do like the interface for controllers. That's really neat. So we'll close up shop for the night. I wonder where I'm staying. Okay. Bookstonbury newcomer turns new page. Have you ever dreamt of finding your true home and starting a humble business abroad? That's precisely what this tiny bookshop operator has done, choosing our very own Bookstonbury as their latest destination. When asked about their first impressions, the fresh-faced bookseller finds Bookstonbury to be very friendly. Find out more about this new and exciting shop by visiting the waterfront tomorrow by Fern Estrada. Weather's going on. Okay, I guess weather can affect things, which makes sense. Any events today? And all the books you own, both in your shop and stores, looks like they're running a little low. Classified section, you can acquire used books to replenish your stocks. Let's give it a try. Press A to buy. Guess doesn't matter. Those should come in handy. Maintaining a good stock of books is an important part of book selling venture. The classifieds will sometimes have other bits and bobs. Let's pick up the lonely cactus. Okay. So we now see where things come up. These modify things. What's danger for? Okay. Close the newspaper. LT to open up your items bar. Y. From here you can open the newspaper and customize your bookshop amongst other things. Okay, press Y to customize. This is your inventory. You can select and place items in your bookstore by pressing A. Pick up an item by using A to place it in your bookshop. I don't want it outside because it is marked as dangerous. So let's put it inside. Nice, you got a boost. Some items can increase your sales chance for certain genres or change the effectiveness of other items. Watch out though, sometimes this comes at the expense of another genre. Equipping some items will also increase your daily expenses, so keep that in mind. Select an item and press menu to see what it does. If I want to move it, I press X. Okay. I guess. Oh. RB. RT. Okay. Paint. Alright. Book sign. A sign that says books. While equipped, plus 5% to customer count. A folding table. While equipped, plus 1 daily expenses. A guest book. When equipped, plus 2% to customer count. If you sold more than 10 books yesterday, plus 5 to customer count. 5%. Cool. First 7% total. Yeah. Alright. Let's do paints again. Want black. Is that black or brown? That looks... Actually, I kind of want a white on the outside. Let's see. And then on the inside, I want this. Ah, there it is. Okay. Alright. Let's see it. Welcome to Bookstonbury. Every day you can pick a location on the map to visit. Going to a location has a travel cost, which is based on your daily expenses as well as parking fees for that location. You'll unlock more locations as you go. For now, just pick the waterfront square and go again. I didn't want to actually go yet. Oh well. These are the books in your storage. Use LB and RB to select the genre and start stocking your shelves. Okay. Okay, stocking books of a genre increases the odds of people finding a book they like within that genre. Alright. X, okay. I'm gonna restart the whole thing. Because I want to set the books and where they go. I have actually worked in a bookstore before too, so I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing, sort of. I wasn't I was just a clerk for it, and I also set the magazine stand that included comics too. So I didn't do anything major in there. Um, Actually, let's get rid of the kids. I feel like I'm not going to have a lot of kids. Alright, and then maybe go up to the classics. I'm going to have a few classics, I think. Maybe fantasy. No. Classic and fact go together. I do like that they are kind of randomized for what they, the size and shape and the labels and everything. I like that. Now, I'm a fantasy fan, so yeah, I'm going to fill that sucker up. I'm going to fill it up and then add a few more kids on top. I'm going to hit Waterfront Square. I don't know what really to stock in this town yet, but we'll see. Yeah. Oh, they've added stuff. Okay. That's cool. Alright. Let me check the rest of this. Is there anything new that I didn't see before? Let me try the... Nope. Telescope's still out. Nothing new here. That's the same as before. Anything else at all? Nope. Alright, let's open. Alright, and this I should start getting questions about books soon too. That's the other part that happens in this game. And I really like the customer interaction idea behind this game. Far more than just the blank stares you get from most other shop games now. I think books and games are video games, board games, card games, that sort of thing should get more questions than anything. That's awesome. I don't know if these books are based on... oh, there you are. I wanted to commend you on how much you've been livening up this place. I took all my decorations out, my friend. I'm sure you'll want to branch out to other places now in town now. My friend Mary owns a very successful cafe in the town center. If I call her up and get her to give you a parking space, you could get quite a few visitors. Good call. Yes, I know, dear. You can always trust me on those sort of things. It's decided then. Meet me out by the Cafe Liberté as soon as you can. I like that. Okay. Meet Tilda at the cafe. Tilda asks you to meet her at the cafe in town. Seems like she won't accept no for an answer. Okay. Oh, while we're on the topic of showing your face, I heard our dear Walter was quite impressed with your wagon. He's one of the local fishers. Why don't you go over there and introduce yourself? He should be back from his recent catch just now. Okay. Introduce yourself to Walt the sailor. He's usually sitting by the stairs at the waterfront. You might want to write this down, love. Having an organized diary will come in handy in our business. You know what? I still have quite a few unsold journals left over from my old shop. So here, why don't you take this one? For all your planning needs. There you go. I hope you make good use of it. Goodbye. You got the journal. Open it at any time to check on your progress. Tap LT to open your items bar, A to interact with the journal. You can track which genres you have sold the most of, useful for adjusting your selection. This is a total number of books you sold here. Check here for hints and events as you discover more. Looks like this page holds little postage stamps to mark your moments in Bookstonbury. You'll collect these stamps as you make contributions around town. Select a stamp to see more information. Alright. Got it. Okay. RT to quickly cycle through the different chapters of the book. Meet Tilda at the cafe. Oh, okay. Plus 3%, plus 3%. On this page, you can see different effects. Make sure you get, if you're not sure what something does. Cool. All right. Calendar tells me what's going on. Check back frequently if you're ever unsure what's going on around town. Simply use L or D-pad to navigate these. Press A if you want to inspect the entries on the right. Press B to return to the calendar once you're done. Oh, there's a flea market, summer bonfire. So they do have effects in here. That's cool. Or events. Characters. Tuesday on the waterfront. So, these are people I met or people that will always show up on those days. It's kind of cool. What I got. Okay, this is what happened on that day. That's very cool. So there's an entry for how you did or what you did on these days. That's awesome. Okay. I like that. All right. Let's see if she finds no books. Goodbye. See you next time. Hey, what are you doing here? So I assumed you'd be at the beach like everyone else. Oh, I'm so sorry. I already forgot you're new. You just seem to fit in so easily. I'm so sorry. Sorry, here. I'll show you how to get to the far beach in case you want to drop by there soon. Wait. Just a minute ago, or a few minutes ago, I saw on the nature relief that I had seen these at Far Beach. Seen something at Far Beach. And yet I'm just being told how to get to Far Beach. Something's not right there. Anyways. This spot is a popular destination for families in the summer. I like how the wind is affecting the paper. I just realized that. That's very cool. Afternoon at Seaside. Get to know the beach by visiting it 3 times. I'm not really a beach person myself, but I'm sure the crowd there will need some of your reading material. You know, I've got a feeling I would like to turn this into a series. The art's nice. The ambience is nice. Well, I haven't quite seen it yet, but there's a suggestion in here. That system's actually really nice too. If you all would want to see this as a series, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to run multiple series at once to break it up a little bit. And I think this one would fit what I'm looking for a little bit. Quite a bit, actually. Very cool. Close up. Looks like some items have been discounted a little. Now might be a good time to buy them. Although you could wait longer and risk someone else buying them first. Items in the seasonal section have a much slower turnover, so there's no need to hurry. But be sure to snatch them up before the season ends. Alright, first, 1%. Wonder what those tags are. Used. Kids. I've got enough kids books, I think. I don't have a lot of monies. Used book lot for 25. Good. Okay. And then I'll get this too. Let's go to LT, Y. Maybe I can't do that. There we go. LT. What? Okay. LT, Y. There we go. I just need to do the tutorial part. Okay, I did buy it. I want a book sign right here. And then I want a bird. How do I look inside again? It's not what I wanted. There we go. Let's do it out here. And then LT, not LT. I do want to put a table out. I know that'll raise my daily expenses. Over here, along with a guest book on top. I like how there's multiple sections on the actual desk too. Yeah, I'm going to put the cactus out. Maybe someone will hurt themselves. Who will they complain to? Me? Okay. Let's do this. We're actually RB hanging. Oh, I can just move where it's at. Okay. I thought I'd be able to paint it. That's cool that there's categories though. Paints. Alright, let's do a white for... Wait. Oh, you can't. You can paint certain things. And then a darker trim. Then brown. Yeah, kind of like that. Let's do blue. Oh, it's automatic. Oh, it goes with the color of what? Okay, that's fair. The sign goes with the color of what you have. All right, I'll leave it like that. I like the idea of doing that. I do wish the floor was separate and that I could paint that a different color too. Let's see. No, let's choose different. Let's go dark. Let's go that for the ceiling. That for the desk. Blue for the cactus. Very good. I like that. Okay. So let's see. $13 for the Liberté. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's refill what I had. I'm not going to restart today. I'm going to get rid of fantasy and children's. Actually, there we go. And then drama's okay. Classic. No, you know, I think classic. Should I do crime? Or dramas? Let's repair what's there. So I did get a sale in kids. So that's fantasy, classic, crime, drama, facts, kids. Yeah. I'll mix it up a little bit. All right, let's go. design. Your bookshop can also be impacted by unexpected sources, such as weather, visitors, or special states. You can always read up on what something does by looking at the tooltips. Okay. Let's see. She's just going to come on over. Oh. Well, that's kind of cool. All right. I like that. I do kind of wish towns would focus on reading. There you are. And I got the stamp. It seems like Miriam has her hands full with the cafe again, but I'm sure she'll drop by later. Now I have something you might help me with. I've been cleaning out my old shop for months now, selling the small pieces at the flea market. This Saturday, I'm trying to move the more bulky items into the market. Helping out old bookseller out, will you? They'd fit well into that little wagon of yours. Just pick them up and bring them with you to the market on Saturday. Check by Tilda's old bookshop and pick up all 5 of her moving boxes outside. I owe you, and I'll make sure there will be lots and lots of customers in it for you. What boxes? Oh. Okay. Bring Tilda's old stuff with you to the flea market on Saturday. She might finally be satisfied after that. Somehow I doubt it. Oop. Sometimes people will ask for help if they can't find what they're looking for. Give me a hand here, will you? Or please? Press Y to help them. They won't wait forever. Okay. Listen closely to people's requests and try to pick up on what kind of book they're looking for. So, dear, anything I haven't read yet. I'm looking for books by women, and I'm looking for a piece of classic literature. Do you have anything like 5 on a treasure island? A childhood adventure with 5 friends, a shipwreck, and a hidden treasure. The first in the classic famous 5 series of children's mystery novels. Well, like the Hardy Boys? Pay attention to how certain parts of their requests are worded. Some things can be optional while others are really important. People also leave out some of their likes and dislikes unsaid, so make sure you put yourself in their shoes. Some requests might be harder to fulfill than others. You can check the difficulty stars here to gauge how many books on your shelf are a good fit for the customer. Requests usually get more difficult as your stock dwindles throughout the day. Here you can see important info about a book, including a short description. The short description, publication date, genre, and author and page count can all helpful to inform your decision. Can all be helpful? I don't know. Do you think this could? No. But I don't. How is that? But that. Sure. Okay. It's not necessarily the same. So, anything by women, and I'm looking for a piece of classic literature. These don't have the same. Mischievous little delights in the nasty. Oh wait, these are freaking. These are real. Okay, I didn't expect that. It's a classic. Probably Momo or the Gray Gentleman? Nah. It's a classic. Midsummer's no. Persuasion. That's 20. No. Mac. No. $1978. See, it doesn't say when this was made. And I mean, well, how about this? Yeah. Okay. Perfect recommendation. I can't believe I nailed that one. That's awesome. Thanks for coming. Inspire customers. Whenever you successfully recommend a book, all of your customers become inspired to pick up a book for a short time. Plus 15% to all book sales chance. This happens whenever you successfully recommend a book and increase the sale chances for a short while. Cool. Alright. Is Anne of Green Gables really that, though? Is it really a children's book? While in the shop, sunny, it's just nice today. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see. I do like this. Oh, charming. Whenever someone talks about good game design, or whenever someone says they found a good game, it's not. Oh, 1 second. Maybe come across different genres. This doesn't impact how a customer perceives a book, but you can use it to recommend books in a genre where the customer might not have been looking. Hi there, I want a non-fiction. Also, books about animals are always a good shout, but I'm not really much of a pop science reader. Okay, good for you. I only want non-fiction. Brutalist Buildings, Encyclopedia, Society Encyclopedia of Gardening, an introduction, interviews, Central Science. You know, animals, this isn't really animals. Is there something? A cart. The Fall of the House of Elias Grace. Sense and Sensibility. Wuthering Heights. God, if I have to hear that name one more time. This is interesting. Now, I could go with gardening. Or I could take a chance and Charlotte's Web. They're not really animals. Well, they are. Screw it. I don't care. Oh. Well, surprised me too. That's awesome. I've never tried that before. Cool. they'll try this one and keep shopping. Thanks for coming. I like that. So they're inspired again. That's really a nice effect. Stuck on my research. I'm looking for a nonfiction book. Also, books are... Okay. Same request. That's okay. This is a demo, so... I'm gonna give it a try. It's probably fail, but whatever. Oh. Okay. I didn't expect that to work. I wonder if you have to just get it outright wrong. Interesting. I don't know. So, what I was saying before, games like this are well designed. And it's not because they have a thrilling narrative or awesome gameplay mechanics. What it has is good sound, good music, even though I'm not playing it, but attention to little details like this. The authors, the developers, didn't have to go through the little things, but just the fact that there's an extra view of a fountain that has nothing to do with the gameplay at all, or at least not right now, is a nice little display of prowess, of game making prowess. They absolutely did not have to go that far to make these small interactables. The ring of a bell, the way the lights shine through the windows, the fact that each of the tables has a different flower pot on it, up to and including the front one and all the back ones. Like, all of that is just neat. So we'll close up for the night. Thank you for playing the demo. Okay, this is a good place to stop. I was thinking that. We hope you enjoyed your stay in Bookstonbury. You can support us by wish listing on Steam and joining our Discord. See you there. Okay, so Raven Rush or Roosh, you did an amazing job on the art for this game. And the music and sound. Wow, that usually doesn't go together. That's really cool. And I don't know what the additional artists provided, but they did great too. When a game is like this, it is hard to put down. The ambience and tone this game sets. A game is not just gameplay. A game is not just art. A game is not just sound and music. A game is all of that combined. When a game has all of it in spades, in the first few minutes of a demo, you know you got a good game on your hands. So I highly suggest, if you have not played this game, you have not bought this game, I would. It is really worth the time. I felt engaged with it. The systems it has, or at least the ones it presented, were engaging enough to be interesting, but simple enough to where it didn't overwhelm you. It can be considered a very cozy game. And that's the kind of game I'm into now, especially on this channel. Obviously, it's not a combat game. There's actually didn't feel like any friction. There might be with the suggestion system. I'm not sure. I haven't seen that rub me the wrong way yet. But there might be friction in this game, which is, just so everyone knows and understands, is a good thing. You need friction in a game to make it engaging. But what this game provides so far is an interesting world. Hand-drawn art from the map, at least. And just a great illustrative, thoughtful, and contemplative game, I think. And I almost certainly will be doing a playthrough series of this game because it is just that good. So, having said that, this has been a demo look at Tiny Bookshop. Please do follow my series, which right now is TCG Card Shop Simulator, with a link in the bottom. I hope in the comments, if you're over 40, you let me know what games you're playing right now. Even if you're not over 40, I'd like to know. And also, do you want to see a series out of this game, and what did you think of it? Other than that, I will see you on my next video. Have a good night.